Hi, I'm Joseph Backholm with the Family Policy Institute of Washington. So it's election season, and everyone is freaking out. Some for good reasons and others for bad reasons. For example, some churches are worried that the IRS is waiting just outside their door to revoke their tax-exempt status if they say the wrong thing during the election. Now, if you share that concern, there's something you should know. Right now, there are literally thousands of churches in America trying to get in trouble with the IRS, but they can't. Seriously, let me explain. Right now, the IRS has a rule that says if a church endorses a candidate for office, it's against the law. However, lots of lawyers believe that rule is a violation of the First Amendment's guarantee of free speech and the free exercise of religion. But you can't challenge the constitutionality of a law until the IRS tries to enforce it. So, since 2008, our friends at the Alliance Defending Freedom have been conducting an event called Pulpit Freedom Sunday. And on Pulpit Freedom Sunday, pastors from across America all beg the IRS to come and get them. On the same day, they all agree to break the law together. After preaching an illegal sermon, they print out a transcript and mail it to the IRS, along with a recorded copy. Kind of makes you want to go to their church, doesn't it? And the first time, nearly 100 pastors participated. And what did the IRS do to them? Nothing. So they did it again with more pastors, and again, nothing happened. In 2014, more than 1,200 pastors from across the country participated in Pulpit Freedom Sunday, intentionally breaking the IRS rules and daring them to punish them for it. And the IRS did nothing. So, church concerned about your tax-exempt status, here's my question. If there are thousands of pastors trying to get in trouble with the IRS who can't, what are the chances you're going to get in trouble on accident? Not very good. And if you happen to be the lucky church who finally gets the IRS to care, there are literally armies of lawyers dying to defend you in court and prove the law is unconstitutional for free. Now, there's plenty to be concerned about this election season, but losing your tax-exempt status because you said something political isn't one of them. That isn't to say your tax-exempt status isn't at risk. In fact, there is a movement dedicated to revoking the tax-exempt status of a nonprofit or church that does not share the progressive perspective on sexuality, marriage, or gender. But the church has a chance to stop that movement on their ballot. Wouldn't it be ironic if the church lost its tax-exempt status, not because they were too political, but because they ignored the political threats to their existence entirely? And even if protecting your right to exist doesn't motivate you, do it for the people in your church. The church exists to help people navigate life's challenges. And Lord knows the ballot this year is challenging, so help a brother out. They'll probably thank you for it. Yes, we have a voter guide that you can share at ivoterguide.com. You can also get it by texting your zip code to 77039. But even if you don't use those resources, don't do nothing. The church has an opportunity to influence our community, our state, and our nation for good this year. So let's do it. Besides, since we all know the IRS isn't going to care, there's no reason not to. For the Family Policy Institute of Washington, I'm Joseph Backholm.